morning to you. Welcome back to Boozing with Jude. It's good to see you guys. Well, if it was morning, it wouldn't be Boozing with Jude because, except for maybe a few exceptions, I don't drink in the morning. You know, the occasional mimosa or Bloody Mary if I'm traveling, or, who knows, maybe if I get St. Patrick's Day off, which I won't, and I was going to have a green cocktail, I might start with something sparkling. So what I'm going to do today on Boozing with Jude is show you 3 quick cocktails that you can have on St. Paddy's Day. Now, Jude likes beer as much as everybody. I like craft beer. Usually when it's green beer, it's like, one of the things out of the tap, like a Miller or Bud or something like that, Coors. And that's fine, but I find beer filling. So if I want to have like 2 cocktails, or maybe over a long period of time, 3 cocktails, beer is going to fill me up. And I'm just, I'm going to be one and done, right? Sometimes 2 and done, but mostly 1 and done. And if there's corned beef, whatever. So these 3 cocktails are things you can look at that, you might be happy to carry around during your celebration on St. Patrick's Day. Now, Jude, are you Irish? Yeah, actually I am. But everybody's Irish on St. Patrick's Day. So my father's mother, my grandmother on my father's side, her family, they were Wards. They all came from the Limerick area of Ireland. I can't fake the accent, but I can wear green even though it says my surname and it says, Nottingham, England, Hutchinson's Tavern. There is no tavern there in Nottingham, England called Hutchinson's Tavern, at least that I'm aware of, but that's from whence my surname comes on my dad's side. So I'm wearing my green just to say, hey, we're all Irish. We all love the Irish. We all identify with the Irish. And St. Patrick's Day is a big day for us here at a certain university that calls itself Irish. So 3 cocktails. I'm going to start with the first one, which is easy. I made it up, and I'm going to call it the Sparkling Leprechaun. How's that? The Sparkling Leprechaun. It's a piece of cake to make. You probably want to chill your glass. If you can chill your Midori, good. But I didn't get a chance to do that. So what I'm going to do is shake a few things and then pour it in the glass just to make sure that it's cold. So easy as pie. We're going to take 1 ounce of the green Midori, right? Midori is a melon liqueur, and it's sweet, right? So we're going to balance it out with a little lime juice. You don't have to. If you want your drink sweeter, but I like a little tartness in mine, as you may know if you watch. And also, it's just more green. So freshly squeezed lime juice, I'm just going to do a 1/2 ounce of that, okay? 1/2 ounce of the freshly squeezed stuff. I love lime. So, I just squeezed 1 lime and Bob's your uncle. Now, I'm going to top it with sparkling. I'm using Prosecco, but obviously we don't want to shake that. Like I said, I build it in the glass if I had thought ahead of time and chilled my Midori. But 1 ounce of Midori being warm, that's not cool. You don't want a warm drink, especially if it's sparkling. So we'll just shake it really quickly. I didn't bring out my strainer, so I'm just going to use this and see how that goes. Pour it in a Nick and Nora glass. You could do a champagne flute. That would be nice too, but it's like something a little different. And I'm not going to I'm just going to double the amount of Prosecco. So maybe what was that, 1.5? Maybe 3 ounces of Prosecco. You can fill it up if you want, but I want the taste of the Midori as well. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it's a little crooked. St. Paddy's Day drink number 1, the Sparkling Leprechaun. Salute. It's really good. Like I said, you can leave out the lime juice, but I don't like it so sweet. So if you like a little tartness to it, put the lime juice in. It just, it's not quite like lemon juice. And it's green, so it just kind of, wakes you up. So this is a nice drink to walk around on St. Paddy's Day with. Look at it. It's a beautiful green. It's a lovely drink. Try it. And we'll see you for drink number 2 in just a second. Top of the morning to you. Okay, be back in a sec. Okay, Boozing with Jude has another cocktail for you to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. I'm a little bit worried about this one, though. Jude, why? Well, it's called Shamrock Juice. Jude, I've seen shamrocks. Can you get juice out of them? No, it's just the name. It's just the Irish name. So basically, if you remember from your youth, because I'm sure none of you drink these anymore, the Long Island iced tea, this is pretty much a takeoff on that, which means it's got a powerful, lots of alcohol in it. Now, I'm going to tell you, Jude has only had the Long Island iced tea drink once in her life. And at that point, she had 2. It was happy hour. I didn't know what I was doing. They were frozen. They were so good. I had one. It went down. I was like, that's great. You know, it doesn't taste like a lot of alcohol. I got to tell you, after the second one, oh no, let's not even go there. Let's not even go there. But I never had another one. So I'm a little nervous about this. But what I have done is I have modified this to cut back on. Normally, Shamrock Juice would be 1.5 ounces of each of these 1, 2, 3, 4 liqueurs, and then some, you know, the 5th one, which is a liqueur, right? I'm doing 1/2 ounce of the liquors, okay? So that you can have one and not be like done, one and done, as we say. So this is called Shamrock Juice, and I'm going to be honest and say I haven't made it, okay? I'm going to make it now, and we'll see what happens. You know what? I'd say have a hurricane glass. It's the perfect glass for it, except since I've cut back on the amount, it won't fill it up unless you just want to pour a lot more orange juice in it, because it comes with orange juice, which will, you know, make for a longer drink and less powerful. You could do that, but I like the balance this way. So I'm going to take, I looked around, I don't even have I thought I had a pina colada glass, and I don't. A pina colada glass would be perfect for this one. Taking this is my Art Prize beer glass. It's actually a Stella glass. So I'm going to fill it up with ice and hope that this works. So put a lot of ice in your glass. If you have a pina colada glass, way to go. And we're going to start with, these are all white liquors, okay? So don't get any dark, you know, don't try dark rum or anything like that. So 1/2 ounce of tequila. And I'm not going to tell you which kind to use. I mean, I'm not putting the top of the line stuff in there. And some of these I don't have the top of the line anyways. This is like a fun mixed drink that hopefully will be green when we're done with it, okay? 1/2 ounce of tequila. Then we're going to do, well, I'm running out of vodka. 1/2 ounce, good thing that it's only 1/2 ounce. 1/2 ounce of vodka. And I'm almost out of vodka, so I'll have to go replenish that for my next Boozing with Jude shows, because I'm sure that you're going to want to see more vodka drinks. Whew, it smells like booze here. Then I'm going to have 1/2 ounce of white rum. We'll put that in there. And of our light liqueurs, 1/2 ounce of the Malfy. Now, you could shake this if you wanted to. I'm gonna build it in the glass to try to see if I can get the blue curacao to kind of settle at the bottom and have the green on the top. But I don't know. You know, I'm just trying to layer it a little bit. So 1/2 ounce of your gin. Okay, you're not drunk just smelling it. Okay. And then we're gonna do a full ounce, a little bit more than, I'm going to do like about 1 1/4 ounces, but it calls for an ounce of blue curacao. You know, I had to go out and buy this because I have the white curacao, the clear stuff, but this is what's going to hopefully combine with the orange juice is going to make it green. So right now we've got a pretty blue color, don't we? And then basically about 4 ounces of OJ. I'm just going to top it and see what happens. So best to use fresh orange juice. If not, get good orange juice from like concentrate. I'm gonna put just a little more ice in there, and I only have 1 more cube. That's all that's gonna take. So, and I'm gonna take my, just hold on 1 second here. I'm gonna take my spoon and pour it very slowly, or maybe just over the ice. That'll be fine. Slowly over the ice, and see what happens. I mean, I want a little bit of a layered look, and I think the blue should just sink to the bottom. Okay, so we're just slowly pouring it up there, and we want kind of a green. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, it does. So there we go. Bob's your uncle. I think I ended up putting about maybe 5 ounces, 5.5 ounces of OJ in there. There was more than 4 in there. It calls for 4. But you know what? With all that booze in there, it's better to have more mixers. So look at that, ladies and gentlemen. And then I'm going to take like the sort of, what do they call it, angel's wings or whatever. I hope that I can put that on the top without spilling it. And a green straw, of course. And there you go. So, I don't want to put it down in the blue part. I don't want to ruin it yet. Now, when you mix it up, it'll be like just kind of a, well, that kind of color green all the way through. But you see you've got that cool blue thing at the bottom. So, this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Shamrock Juice drink for St. Paddy's Day. Drink number 2. Be careful. If you have it, I'd say have 1. If you're going to have 2, make sure you're not driving. Salute. Okay. There's danger here. There's big danger. And what is that danger? That danger is that you're just going to get, it just goes down way too easy, right? So be careful. But it's a good drink, and you're going to want to stir it when the time comes, because otherwise you're going to get more of the taste of the orange juice and the other stuff's on the bottom. But I wanted to have that pretty little look. So there it is. Shamrock Juice. Hang on for my 3rd drink recommended for St. Paddy's Day cocktails. Thanks for joining me. See you in a bit. Hey guys, I offered 3 drinks for St. Patrick's Day, and here's the 3rd. Again, a bit of a powerful drink, but not like that middle one. Whew. Okay, so this one is called the Fuzzy Leprechaun. Fuzzy. First thing I'm going to say is if you have a hurricane glass, go for it, because this particular drink comes from a famous place called Pat O'Brien's in New Orleans. And I've done the hurricane. So check out that video and you can see what Pat O'Brien's is all about. Learn more about that. I'm not going to talk too much about the creation of this drink because you know what? They created it for St. Patrick's Day. And I don't know the history other than it comes from Pat O'Brien's. So, again, it's going to be green. We're going to make this one in a cocktail shaker. And I just have enough vodka to finish this out and then off to the store. So, what we're going to do is 3 alcohols. Take 1 ounce of vodka, and it might just finish me off here. Don't know. We'll see. 1 ounce of vodka. What I should do is move my bottle so you can see, right? 1 ounce of vodka. I did pour 1 ounce of vodka in there. I promise you. I'll be actually happy to be finished with drinking all these like big, massive drinks. And then we're going to take, I gave in, folks. You could do what I did with a previous drink called Sex on the Beach, and use vodka that's flavored. I have a big bottle of flavored peach vodka, but I did buy a bottle of peach schnapps. I don't like peach schnapps, for those of you who didn't see those earlier episodes. I find it cloying and gross, but let's be true to the drink, and that's the way Pat O'Brien's made it. 1 ounce of peach schnapps. You know what? Don't dislike peach schnapps just because I say it. You know, you might love it. A lot of people love it. If you ever had a fuzzy navel, you love it. It's very peachy. I just find it, the word I use is cloying. So 1 ounce of peach schnapps, and here's lovely blue. Be very careful with your blue curacao. You might have the orange curacao, the clear stuff. It's the same thing. It's just blue, and this is what's going to help with the green flavor, or the green color. So 1 ounce of blue curacao. Be careful when you're pouring it. Just like you are with any red drink, be careful with the blue. Okay, now I'm not going to layer this one like I did the middle one, but I suppose you probably could. So now we're going to take freshly squeezed OJ, if you have it. If you don't, get a really good, not from concentrate orange juice, and put 1 ounce of that in there, and that's going to help with our color. And then we're going to do about 1 ounce of pineapple juice. I recommend freshly pressed pineapple juice, but I'm the first to tell you that this isn't, because you know what? It's a pain. It's a pain to get freshly pressed pineapple juice if you're doing it yourself. So there are some good, unfortunately expensive ones out there. Do 1 ounce of pineapple juice. Take your pick. This is a fun drink. It's got a lot of stuff in it, so I'm not telling you not to be like really, careful about the ingredients, but there you go. Do what you want. So then carefully fill your shaker, your tin with ice. Pop the top, and we're going to give it a good shake and hope it comes out a good color. Here we go. Shake till the cows come home. Okay. Let's try that. Bluey greeny. So then we're going to take, I unfortunately don't have a hurricane glass from Pat O'Brien's, but I do have one from Ralph and Kaku's, which I don't think is anymore in New Orleans. One of my favorite places to go. And let's see what happens when we pour it in. Again, I haven't made this drink. I didn't even try it out first. So take your strainer, keep the old ice in, and put it in with the new. And strain it carefully. It's very blue. So I'll show you what I'm going to do, folks. Because it shouldn't be. I also didn't fill the glass. So, and this is what I do with the other one. You should have about 4 ounces of liquid in there. So we're going to take a little bit more of this. We're going to take a little bit more of this pineapple and OJ and make it very juicy and fruity. And I'm going to stir it up to get some more ice in it. Where this would really be good is with crushed ice. Just saying. Crushed ice would be great with this because then you wouldn't have any worries about, you know, filling it up to the top. And that's what you want to do to have a nice looking drink. And that's what I'm going to do when I take the picture of this. Okay, so give it a little stir and it's a good green color. So there we go. Put a stir. So, folks, and then we're going to garnish it with, we made a little wings of an orange, and I decided to go with 2 maraschino cherries. I'm using maraschino instead of the really expensive like Luxardo or the Traverse City cherries I like to use because the color really works well with this, doesn't it? It just kind of pops out. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen, my third drink. I'm going to adjust the measurements, so to speak, the amounts of juice you put in here, so that you can have, it's going to make it fruitier and probably taste better too. I'll let you know in a second here. So, salute. It's a nice fruity drink, you know, and it doesn't taste too alcoholic, but it is. Remember, there's 3 ounces of alcohol in here, and it'll last you a good long time. You can walk around with something really pretty on St. Patrick's Day. So the more juice, probably the better on that day. And we'll adjust that to give you a full glass with a hurricane glass. If you decide to use something a little bit smaller, like, again, a pina colada glass or something that I use like on my Shamrock Juice, that size, you don't have to like pour more juice in it. But actually, I would recommend pouring more juice in just because it's going to last you a bit longer. And it's just very fruity and delicious. So here you go. Salute. And guys, have a great St. Patrick's Day. It's been good being with you. See you next time.